Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Tuesday morning. I am Trey. What's up, Trey? The best hunter. Trey, I'm finna give it to you right now, Trey, because I'm not gonna waste no time. So much stuff I want to share with y'all. The Lakers got swept last night, and I don't want to brag about that. Y'all, I want them to win. Y'all, we got 9 days until the championship start. Chris Charles, I'm not gonna listen. Y'all can bash on the Lakers. I really ain't got time. I got some important work to do. So go and get it out. Whatever y'all want to talk about, go and get it out. If y'all want to talk about it, put it on the screen. We're going to talk about it because I got something I want to share with you. A continuum about these guys behind us. Continuum because a lot of these guys are sports history. Willie Davis with the Packers, Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown behind me. Lou Alcindor, then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, young man right there to my right. Wait, let's see, right here. Yeah, a young man right there who risked it all to be at this summit. And I don't know if you look in the back, trying to see by right behind this guy here. There's a guy hit his face. It's a guy hit his face. We'll talk about that. He hit his face from the camera. I know y'all haven't. I know you probably ain't paid attention, but if you go up a little bit, I'm trying to. Right there, you see his head over that guy. This guy here got fired for being at this. So it's a unique. This just not a picture, y'all. It's a lot of stuff was going on in that in that iconic picture. That's why I always talk about and have it. And I'm gonna share some stuff with y'all today about that too. Let's see what else we got. What we got? Let me see. What's up, Robert Young is in the, hold on, let me talk to my starting five. On Facebook, we got Thaddeus Moody. We got both of my girls, Dale Griggs. We got Mindy Collins. We got Chris Charles. Y'all pray for Chris Charles. He's a Laker. He's a brunsexual, so pray for him. We got Chris Charles. Is that enough? Was that fine? We'll put Daryl Anderson in there also. And Trey Williams, I ain't seen your name, so we're going to give you an honorary member. Right there. I haven't seen your name in a long time. Who we got on the YouTube side? We got Jeremy Davis. Who we got? D. Holcomb, Corey Willis, Simeon Sims. We got Chris O'Neal. K.O. is in the building. Y'all, when I got my young, hold up. Our next generation is in the feed. Our young 20-year-olds. This why I do this, K.O. And K.O., encourage your friends to watch. Tell a friend, tell another friend, text, tag, tell some people about the Chop Shop, because you are the reason that I'm and Jimmy on this thing every day so we can reach the next generation. All I'm doing is putting a digital footprint. So instead of a book sometime, y'all can just come in. You can come and look at this. You can come to YouTube. You can put it on your phone. You can take the parts you like on your phone and keep it in your phone. This why I do it. Shout out to KO today. Hey, D White, I see you out there. There goes Sonya. Chris Walker came when they lost the other day. Hey, Mindy, what y'all want to talk about? The Lakers, y'all ought to be glad. I told y'all they wasn't that great long time ago, didn't it? Y'all wasn't listening to me. Makes for boring finals. No, it's not. The finals gonna be great. Who is that? Malcolm Hall. I'm watching Free to Happen, Junior, and at the same time, I'm watching. Malcolm, what is you talking about? Okay, I'm watching Free. Okay, I got you. Dale Griggs, Mindy talking about Dale Griggs. Hey, leave Dale alone. Hey, Dale, you know what? Dale, you notice I might say something to you, but I don't want nobody else messing with you. That's just where I am, y'all. I don't want nobody else. Thad, what's up, man? Let me see what else we got. Robert Young, what's up, man? Boom. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Robert, I think you got Boone. Let's see. Yeah, Robert Young, you got Boone today. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got you. Thank you, Mindy, for saying what's up to KO. Okay. I love Fred Hampton. I love Hampton. Oh, I thought you were messing with Dale. Okay, don't mess with Dale. All right. So let me start. Y'all, there's 2 sweeps possible. Okay? 2 sweeps. I left my water in there. I'm gonna go in there and get it in a minute. So y'all just gonna have to hold up. But I'm gonna give you something to watch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go there. I might go there. I got some for y'all. I want y'all to see. There's 2 sweeps possible. Last night they had a sweep. Not even a gentleman's sweep. It was a good old ass whooping last night. The Lakers got 2 top 75 players on the team, and they just got beat last night. And then the speculation over LeBron retiring. Let me tell y'all something. That stuff can end. Don't believe that mess. No way. One of the most attention-starved people on the planet is leaving without an extended retirement tour. So all you guys who worried about LeBron gonna listen. He ain't going nowhere. He just wanted to be the talk. He wanted to take all the attention. He just can't help it. He just can't help it. What's up, Kendrick Lewis? He just can't help it. You know, I love LeBron, but he just love attention. Anybody that call himself the king, he love attention. And Tom Brady is come to an agreement to become a minority owner of the Raiders. I like that. And that guy Glenn Capir was fired by NBC Sports California after using a racial slur. I played on a show yesterday while describing the Negro the Negro League Museum. I almost messed up. The Negro League Museum. He got fired. The guy who said this, so we ain't got to go no further. Share the show. Wow, I can't believe. Share the show. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't understand. This gonna be the show of all shows today.
We had a phenomenal day today. Negro League Museum and Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. We had a phenomenal...
That guy got fired. I saw this, Ethan Thomas, since he was talking about, he said, this is just some stuff I want to start with before I get into some. Hey, I got you. I'm ready right now. Last weekend, Ethan Thomas said, last weekend I overheard a group of AAU coaches talking, saying that a player asked them for a little more positive reinforcement. The coach was laughing and mocking him, saying it was the most ridiculous thing that he has ever heard. These the coaches. He overheard these coaches talking about your sons. This is one of the reasons there is so much disconnect between some players and some coaches, and they ultimately don't want to be coached by them. Being a coach is like being a parent. What works for one child isn't going to work for the other child. You have to take the time to learn what works best for each child, right? Coaches, if your method of motivation, discipline, whatever isn't working, you have to switch it up and figure out the best way to get the results you want, right? I wasn't a part of their conversation, he said, so I just minded my business. So, coaches, watch it. People listening to you. So let me, I was talking about Jim Brown, man. I'm talking about Jim Brown, but I'm going to cover a lot of subjects. I got a guest coming in later on the show. A guest talking about the Vernon Dean golf tournament that's going to be June 5th. So I want Walter Kirkland. He's going to come back on again. I'm going to bring him on until the tournament is over, because think it's a great, great cause, and I want y'all to be a part of it. Some of y'all all asking about being a part of it, but let me know. chopshophtx@gmail.com. If you want to be a volunteer, take that Monday off. Just come out and hang out, be a part of it. Let's go. Let's go. Malcolm, do me a favor, Malcolm. Malcolm, do me a favor. I'm about to go into some. Please allow other people to comment too. Okay, Coach? A lot of your comments are being redundant. They're the same. Okay? Let's make comments that pertaining to the particular situation. Because when you come to this show, don't always come to take. Come to this show and you're dominating the conversation. But my analytics people talked to me yesterday, and they were just saying you were dominated. Have something to say instead of yes, indeed. Say wow, wow, wow. No, 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 no. Everybody who I try to get people who come into this environment, they bring something with them. Okay, I love you and I love your enthusiasm, but you can't you dominated so bad yesterday. Other people start talking, so you take away the focus of the show. Okay, the focus is the content of the show. If you have comments along those, I mean, I love you to death, but I want this thing to flow in decent, with decent and with order. Okay, thank you. I love you. Keep coming, but make sure you bring some to it. All right. So I stopped yesterday. I was talking about Jim Brown and Jimmy. Yeah, that's see right now. Just stop. Just stop. No more comments. Just stop right now. Right now. Right now. You don't have to comment on my comment. The best way to do is just slow down. Let me say something first. I was talking about y'all. What was I at? What was that? Did I mark it? I think I marked it. I marked it here. Yeah, somebody just said, Robert, you going to talk about the sweep? Yeah, I can. I could talk about the sweep. But the sweep ain't really, I mean, just something about the Lakers, man, this time. I didn't, I just don't, I don't want to beat up on them. I'm serious. I don't want to beat up on them. Did I go there? Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Kurt? Yeah. Man, come on, Sonya, you know how I've been doing this stuff. Sonya, check this out. I want to live talking about Lakers did. Yeah, they did have a successful season. We're gonna talk about the Lakers. The Lakers, we'll get here with Jimmy, because he talked about that. I give him some. I need to get this out right now. I want, like I was telling y'all yesterday, if you haven't read a book or sat in this community with us and you just gonna be spouting off, like I said, I'm just letting you know, not to just have opinion. And I was reading this book. I'm reading this book called Stolen Focus, which tells you we are conditioned to have an opinion, but with no knowledge. I'm still on Jim Brown, and we're conditioned for opinions and likes. You follow me? The engagements means money. Let me tell y'all something. The engagement means money on social media platforms. Okay? All right. So the more you are on there spouting off stuff, the more money that they make. They make. Facebook makes its money because you are in it. We are in it. I am on it. You are on it. Twitter makes its money because you are on it. I am on it. All of us. I just want to give y'all this understanding when I get to talking about Jim Brown. Instagram, TikToks make its money because you spend an inordinate amount of time engaging with people having opinion about things some of us know nothing about. That is their business model. They can change it if they want to, but if they change it, it will make less money. They need you to be on there. So what it has done is create a society where everyone has an opinion with no knowledge. See, I always tell y'all, I said, people tell me, that's my opinion. They come on this show. That's my opinion. I said, I don't mind your opinion, but just make sure your opinion is based on fact. I'm an opinionated man, but I try to back them up with facts. So now, this was Facebook and YouTube and all these things. So now they want you on there talking at each other. Because I got an opinion. You haven't said on nothing, haven't read no footnotes, or you just went on to YouTube. Well, I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Not this show, but YouTube is designed for you to go down a rabbit hole. I talk to the founders. I talk to the people who's fueling it. If I'm going to be on something, I want to know who the people are. And you end up talking about the Illuminati and stuff that you don't even know. People get the experts on Illuminatis because they listen on YouTube. You are conditioned, y'all. Y'all watch this now. You're conditioned to be radicalized on YouTube because that's how the algorithm works. It sends you stuff because it knows what you've been searching and drag you deeper down a rabbit hole where you are going to get content that feeds your itchy little ears. And in chapter 4 of this book, on a list of the inability to engage in sustained reading. I meant to bring that up to y'all last year. Stolen folks, people don't read. Read 17 minutes a day. Our kids don't read. So 100 years from now, if there's none of us reading, what the hell gonna happen? Even soundbite reading is difficult. Look at you. Look at you. Even soundbite reading is different. Soundbite reading is different. When I look at the brothers, these guys right here, right, who are at the Ali Summit. I call this the Ali Summit. Some people said that picture. I call it the Ali Summit. Because, a lot of stuff that happened. I'm going to tell you about it. Ali is an ancestor now, right? Jim Brown has joined him, leaving the only person that's walking on top of the earth now on that front row is Lou Alcindor. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's the only person living. We know this picture, which was taken in Cleveland, this picture behind me, as Ali refused to submit to being drafted in Vietnam, in the Vietnam War. See, a lot of people have seen the picture but don't know why. Ali said, man, I ain't going. We know this picture, which was taken in Cleveland. Like I said, hear my word today. What Gary Carter had. What we're not going to do is go halfway across the world to fight somebody who is not white on behalf of you. That's what Ali said. What we're not going to do, what I'm not going to do. When I see you every day, you are my oppressor, as Muhammad Ali said. This was this summit behind me was about. So they called a meeting. That what this picture represent to the social structure. They just called a meeting. Y'all, the moment in the life of Jim Brown taking leadership, saying, I'm going to bring these people together. Jim Brown played in Cleveland. This is the Cleveland Summit. He was Cleveland Brown. He brought them this thing together. Okay? Just in case you didn't know. Yes, he's a complicated man. Yes, he done did some crazy stuff. Yes, he's wrong. Don't put your hand on nobody, Jim Brown. Let me qualify that. But he's taking leadership, saying, I'm going to bring these people together who you only know the social structure because we are employees for your entertainment and your circus. Wrong. John Moran, I hope you're listening to this. Because they only know you because you are an employee for their entertainment and circuses. They're wrong. The gladiators. But because you know us, because you know this brother, and because you hate this brother, talking about Muhammad Ali, we are going to put our arms around this brother. Houston community, Memphis community, Chicago community. If we put our hands around our brothers, we wouldn't have time to shoot at them and fight them. The back row, back here, these guys behind, the guys standing up. The back row tells a lot about what was going on in more ways than the guys on the front. See, all we doing is worry about the guys on the front. I wonder if any one of y'all said, who is them guys back there? You know I'm going. The guy, oh, wait a minute, way over here on the end, he was the mayor of Cleveland, Carl Stokes. Wait a minute, right there. It's Carl Stokes, the mayor. You see Walter Beach over, wait a minute, Walter Beach right there. Look him up. At one point in Walter Beach's professional career, I think he was playing for the Patriots. They were playing in Texas. He told the team he was playing for, I think it was the Patriots. He said, you know, they're segregated down there in Texas. They have these rules in place. It's not that we don't want to go. We will go, but could you, talking to the team, it's what he was telling the team, could you create a space where we can fly down and not have to endure this segregation? Can we make some arrangements before we get down there? Because, you know, we got to play a game. And the team was like, how about this? You're cut. Yo, it's bigger than them guys on the front row. They cut the man because all he wanted to do is make his life better for him and his teammates when he came down to this rotten ass place, Texas. Then there was Bobby Mitchell. Oh, right there. Sid Williams. Right there. And of course, the great Green Bay Packer, Willie Davis, right there. Jim Shorter, and John Wooden. I skipped over. What that? What that? No, I skipped. No, I messed up. I skipped over this, bro. I meant to say that was Stokes behind me. I skipped over this guy right here, because this is the brother who probably symbolizes as much as anybody else in this picture the governance formation. It's Curtis McClinton. In 1968, he co-founded with Jim Brown and formed the Black Economic Union. It's still in existence today. Jim Brown, listen to me, went to his locker room. Y'all hear this. He played between, I think, 1957 to 65. He showed up in his locker room with a suit and a briefcase. One of the right reporters asked him, and I ain't gonna lie, I love these white reporters, these scribes. They asked him, why you got on a suit? Why you got a briefcase? Y'all got to remember, Brown was planning the Black Economic Union. They don't know, but I want us to remember. Because if you're going to be an athlete and we're going to make this money, if we're going to have this celebrity and get endorsement dollars, and this is when they when they were making just a fraction of what these guys make today, we are going to pour this into our community. And as we would have expected, we saw when Jim Brown died, LeBron, amongst everybody else, shouting out to Jim Brown as one of his heroes. LeBron is a son of Ohio, and Jim Brown, of course, played with the Cleveland Browns. That's in Ohio. Jim Brown, I'm coming back, looks at the white man and said, the white reporter, and said, I got a suit on for the same reason you got a suit on. This is my job, just like that's your job. I'm coming to work. I don't run on the field with no suit on. I come in and change my suit and put on my suit and leave. The white reporter didn't have anything else to say. Why? Because he's not talking to a slave. See, what you're not going to do, what Jim Brown said, what you're not going to do is let you talk to me like the only time I emerge in your consciousness is when I'm running a damn ball, a ball player. Y'all see how they kiss these folk kids' butt right now. Y'all watch it. This was prevalent back then too. I'm just giving you some stuff that just said, That's what they think of you. Then what you think they think of John Moran? See, that's why I tell you, it's how we think of him and how they think of him. I done gave this all this money and he's still acting fool. And then, out of Jim Brown comes Fred Williamson. He went on to have the vision and implement in many ways his vision of black-owned and black-controlled filmmaking to a degree that he could, to the degree that he could. He wanted to, he just not only directed film, he directed and everything in his movies. He took it a step level. Jim Brown was just in the movies. Fred Williams said, I'm finna be the boss. Do y'all remember this movie called Boss N-Word? 1975. Y'all ever seen that movie? You gotta go try to find it. Boss N-Word. You know, I think they changed the boss now, a boss Negro for home release. I think it's Boss N-Word. Anybody ever remember that movie? Do me a favor. Where my Googlers at? Where Freightman at? Where my Googlers at? Go and look at Fred Williamson's filmography. is sickening. The reason if Jim don't kick in the door, it wouldn't be no Fred Williamson. Are y'all hearing me? Fred Williamson said it was Jim Brown who showed us the way from running on the field to being in the movies. And when we yank on Fred Williamson chain, Jim Brown falls out. Who are we to each other? I know some of y'all didn't know about this. Who are we to each other? Fred Williamson said, I can make movies, not just act in the movies, because of what Jim Brown did. This is why I'm talking about this man. This is why it's going to take me. I can't talk about him in one sitting. I'm going to have to talk about him tomorrow. Tina, I hope you're taking notes, Tina. Fred Williamson, I can make movies. I can produce the movies. I can get a script. Fred Williamson, going back a generation. Hold up. Then I'm going to go back into a generation before Williamson to Jim Brown's friend Sam Cooke, who had to be able to create that space. Sam Cooke they killed Sam Cooke because he said, man, I want to own my masters. I'm not letting y'all ass control me. Who was against him? The whole damn social structure. No N-word. Your job is to run. Your job is to act, not to be the boss. Y'all, we seeing that right now. And if you in a movie, it's because we put you in a movie. Y'all, Jim Brown has so much charisma. He had so much charisma. When he made that first Westerns, with Richard Boone, I remember Rio Conchos. He said, I never acted before. But after they saw me on the screen, they started making scripts for me. Because I was going to make them some money. Ice Station Zebra. I saw that topic on the TCM the other day. And I didn't look at it. Then I went back and just scrolled through it. Jim Brown. Go look at his character in there. Yo, he ain't playing no step and fetch. He playing some upper rank soldier in ICE. I didn't know that until a couple of days ago doing my research. He said that role he played wasn't for a white man. Then he had the Dirty Dozens. I remember the Dirty Dozen because I remember when he dropped the bomb. They needed him to drop the bomb because he can run so fast and get away and don't get killed. He dropped the bomb. I remember that as a little boy. He started to lack acting, Boone. Started to lack acting. Watch this. What Mindy? What Sonia? What Morris? Morris. He started to lack acting, right? Art Modell, who owned the Cleveland Browns, told him, you need to come back to Cleveland to run this damn ball. Jim said, hey, man, I need a little flexibility, all right? He said, if you don't come back, you are going to get fined. If you don't come back, you're going to get fined. Taylor, Art Modell, Google his ass. If you don't come back, you're going to get fined. Jim was like, get what Jim said. Call a press conference. Because, Tina, what we not going to do. That's my new catchphrase. What we not going to do is be talked to like I'm not a human being. I had 9 years in the league. This Jim talking, Tim, Tina. 9 years in the league. I'm the greatest football player that ever lived. I broke all the records And guess what? He went to tell subsequent generations of football players, listen to this. Do not kill yourself to get those extra 2 inches. He said that what we not gonna do is break my body another season for the Cleveland Browns and anybody else here. You go, brother. I quit. All right, Modell. I quit. I like over here hugging on and kissing on Raquel Welch in these movies. I ain't putting nothing through my body and making way more money than that mess you paying me over there. Art Modell lived a long enough time to say, I made a mistake. He said it. What we not gonna do is wait on you to apologize after I'm an old man. That's why he quit. And I broke in my body and played another 5 or 6 seasons. I'm not gonna wait on you to do that. And listen to me. Jim Brown never missed a game. Thank you, Tina. But Tina, watch what Tina just put up here. This what I've been trying to tell y'all for. Thank you, Tina. This what I've been trying to tell y'all. She said, everybody treats Jim Brown's retirement like a bad thing. Jim Brown wrote his own story and walked away on his terms. See, if we let them tell it, a lot of people don't know this story, Tina. That's why we got to tell our own stories. That's why shows like this are important, so we can tell our own stories. Thank you, Tina, for commenting. I guess everybody else just listened. Jim Brown, did I tell y'all? Jim Brown never missed a game. I'm saying all that. Fred Williamson said Jim Brown showed us that we can be in the movies and transition. And then we took it from there and said, I can produce the movies and I can make the movies. And the social structure calls that black exploitation. When we start making money off of the movies that we've been in and y'all to put us in, y'all call it black exploitation. But we're going to let you keep that name. And when too many of us was picking up on that foolishness, calling it black exploitation. I just call it black film. Is it exploitation? I'm not sure. Do you want to come up with another title for the movie instead of Boss N-word? Maybe. Have any of y'all seen the Boss N-word? Have anybody? I need it. I got to tell y'all about it. It's the movie. Fred Williams is the lead character, and what is his name? D'Urville Martin used to be in all the movies. He was a lot of the black movies. See, a lot of the black movies, y'all, started in slavery. You know, back like Bucking the Preacher and a lot of those westerns that are really about coming out of enslavement and then self-determination. In this particular movie, though, the character becomes the sheriff. Fred Williams, the sheriff, and D'Urville Martin is his sidekick. But he was a former enslaved person, right? In one scene, he and Fred Williams are sitting at the table. They eat breakfast, and somebody interrupted him. White man came and interrupted him. Talking about, yes, sir, let's talk. Let's talk, right? And Martin said, sir. He said, sir, you are interrupting our breakfast. We never discuss business while we're eating. And then Fred Williamson asked him. Fred Williams asked him. Because Fred Williams ain't never heard him talk like that, right? Fred Williamson, he asked him, he said, he asked him, where did you learn to talk like that? Durable Martin said, he said, I've been waiting to say that to somebody for 8 years. My slave master said that to me once. It sounded so pretty, and I never forgot. Dude, y'all, they come and run the town, man. Y'all got to watch this movie. I see you, Walter. I got you in there. Kujitagalia. Yeah, you thought I couldn't pronounce that, didn't you? Alfio Visa. It's one of the Kwanzaa principles. Self-determination. Kujitagalia, which is to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves like we're doing on this show today. Is that black exploitation? I'm asking you. I'm asking y'all. What we not gonna do is play the lackey all the time. Or to step and fetch it all the time. What we're not gonna do. Let me tell y'all. Back then, if I'm Pam Grier, I'm gonna come out with my afro with a knife of a gun. You know, she'll pull a knife or a gun out of it and blow your face off. I'm thinking about these films now. Oh my God, that's black exploitation? Why do we put a label on that? Who came up with the term black exploitation film? Is it black exploitation now that we are making movies ourselves? For the cathartic relief that it gives us? My childhood, I'm going to bring my guest on in a minute. My childhood was shaped by the Jim Kellys and Cleopatra Jones and Tamara Dotson. It gave me power. Get Christy Love. I know my sister used to think she was Get Christy Love. Pam Grier, Bernie Casey. The legend of N-Word Charlie. Go look it up. The legend of N-Word Charlie. Black Caesar. What's some of y'all? Put some of y'all. Did y'all see black movies? Did they let y'all watch black movies in Texas? I guess we watched a lot of them in Memphis. But Jim Brown was the one that kicked in the door. Mr. Kirkland. With 100 rifles. When he kissed Raquel Welch and then white men went freaking crazy. Who they thought was the prettiest woman on earth, this black dude had her in a headlock. Part of the true value of this show is when we convene, it allows us to turn down the noise on the distractions and turn up our memories. We are going to touch all the complicated stuff. I'm finna bring my guest on about Jim Brown during this week. Jim Brown, like all human beings, Jim Brown more than many, is a difficult figure. But one thing is for sure, Jim Brown is not this guy in the obituaries that I've written about it. So guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to start there and letting y'all know who this guy is. I told y'all he's so complicated. He's so great. You think I can spend 30 minutes talking about it? No, it's more than that, bro. But before you get out, this is what we're going to do. Take a break. We're going to come right back. But let me say, this is what I want y'all to do. Get you some wine in your life. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Robert Hatter, Jim might be coming later. Chris Walker coming. I don't know, but guess what? Right now, like I told you, every week I'm gonna bring until they have this golf tournament. We have this golf tournament in Houston, Texas, on the 5th of June. I'm gonna bring this man on, and he just gonna talk about. We just gonna hey, this ain't no interview. We just communicating life. That's what we doing. Like I told somebody, they said, Robert, you be preaching. No, I'm communicating life. We trying to build the people that shape the world. That's what we trying to do. Thank you, Pastor Montgomery. I never forget that. Welcome to the show, Mr. Walter Kirkland. How you doing, sir? What's going? Hold up, hold up, man. Hold up. You know I got something for you now. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. When you come on, show. Come on. Come on. Hey, I don't play no games. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Hey, I was just going over Jim Brown. You can tell a quick Jim Brown story if you have one. But we got important event. I call it an extravaganza. Going to happen on June 5th right here in this city. I see you got your Defenders, DC Defenders hat on in the building. Yeah. And talk to me, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, congratulations on your show. You know, you chop it up every single day, bro. We appreciate your energy, your enthusiasm. But yeah, man, I want to talk to you. The DC Defenders, big ups to Vernon Dean. You know, they didn't win, but they fought to the end. So big ups to Vernon Dean and the DC Defenders. I went to a couple games, and that was a tough game. But we're excited about this golf event, and thank you, man. Again, I appreciate you, brother. Like you say, chopping it up here. We're having a conversation on June the 5th in beautiful Houston, Texas, fourth largest city in the country, with all the black folk making all that money. We're having a celebrity golf event, Robert. Thank you for letting us talk about it with Vernon Dean and others, Doug Williams. It's going to be at the Quail Valley Golf Course. We kick it off Sunday at the Roof in Sugar Land. VIP, Robert, you'll be there chopping it up. Red carpet, paparazzi, CBS. It's going to be like that. We're looking to get the mayor potentially to come out and say a couple words. I want to thank our sponsors, Robert. I want to thank Hilton Hotel, Cleopatra Cigar Lounge with my brother, Charles Foreman. Big ups to you, Charles, for all your support. Great brother that has a cigar lounge. We'll be chopping up at his event after the VIP reception on Sunday there in Missouri City. Big ups to George Mason Mortgage for sponsorship. International House of Stogies, Hennessy Energy. We appreciate your support to this great inaugural event for Vernon Dean. We'll have the likes of Zena Garrison popping through, man, to say hello. The only sister, Robert, that went to the finals in the Wimbledon. She'll be coming through. And next year, listeners and viewers, guess what we're going to have? Pickleball, golf, and tennis here in Houston for black folk. We're going to do that next year. So when we come back next year, y'all get ready. Get your rackets ready, Robert.
Hey, let me tell you something. You must tell me. Walter, I'm telling you, I might have saw you because I used to go to the Black Enterprise event.
Yes, back in the day.
Back in the day. And they had everything like this a whole week. So guess what, Walter? I'm gonna speak this into existence. We're gonna be in a position where we can have us a whole weekend too. How about that?
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Because they just did with McEnroe and these white celebrities, they just had this big pickleball tournament. Guess what? No one's doing it for the black folks. So we're gonna Zena and I have partnered. Get this, first time here on your show.
Okay.
A national pickleball tournament across the country. And we're going to start it with the 100 black men in the fall in Jacksonville, Florida with the 100 black men. But then we're going to come back and do it here in Houston next year with this golf tournament in Berlin to have pickleball, tennis, all in the one. Nobody's doing that, Robert.
Okay. I like that.
Be excited.
I like that.
You like that, yeah. So viewers and listeners, again, June the 4th, be at the rooftop unit. It's going to be a reception, VIP reception from 4 to 8 at the rooftop in Sugar Land to kick this thing off. Then on Monday at the Quail Valley Golf Course, we're going to have the Boys Club. We're doing it, viewer and listeners, for the Boys Club and also the Salvation Army, all the proceeds. Make a donation. If you don't play, come out and hang out. It's going to be fun. Good. Vendors. And Robert, we're going to have these cool paraphernalia with helmets from Doug Williams and Prince, the singer. I got a cat in Atlanta, man. He's coming with all this gear, all this nice little proceeds, and we're going to actually take half of that and donate it back to the Salvation Army and
Awesome.
also the Boys Club. So that's going to happen during that weekend. But yeah, you
Heard
can
you had
go
a
to
DJ. You got a DJ?
got a DJ in the his A, gonna be rocking the house. We got a female player
Yes.
and Robert
Teresa Grayson.
looked like new money on payday, Robert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She have her saxophone is bejeweled. What they call it, bejeweled. Her saxophones look like diamonds on it. I mean, she
Yes,
is
yes,
unbelievable. And guess what?
unbelievable.
Her son played high school basketball in this community, and it was a
Oh,
pretty good basketball player. Yes, I've been knowing her for
wow,
years. Yes,
wow. All right,
good
so
job.
guys,
Good job.
listen up. Go to Charity Golf. If you could put that back up
I'm
again,
gonna
if
put
you
it
get a
up. I
minute.
got it.
Yeah, thank you. Go to charitygolftoday.com. Oh, look at Robert. He's on like a cheap suit on a hot day. charitygolftoday.com/Vernon Dean and make a donation. You know, some people are just donating $200, $300, $400 because they can't play. But I'm telling you, Robert, it's going to be a fun red carpet event.
Yeah.
We're going to have CBS going to be covering it. We may have the mayor. We're going to have the world's strongest man. I'm sure you heard of Mark Henry. He's going to be in the house. He's a
Yes.
lot bigger than me, man. My muscles are
Yeah.
big, but he's
I
he's
remember
going to be in
him.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, he's going to be there. You will be there.
Yeah.
Vernon Dean and some of his friends will be there hanging out. It's going to be a great weekend for a great cause. And, Vernon's, again, a great person in the community. So we want to support him. We want to come out and show some love. So we're really looking forward to you guys to support us that weekend.
Man, that's unique because I know Vernon's love and his passion for helping the young people getting out of the GPS system, and
Yes.
they have this break or this gap where when the kids got the GPS can have them up into this time, but when they turn a certain age, 18, who's there to
Who's
help
there?
them with their transition, where to
Mhm.
college or to I know in Atlanta, the big church down there, Pastor Jamal Bryan them, they using that a lot to they doing a whole lot of stuff to fund those programs. They got the HBCU saying, look, let us step in this gap. If this girl 18, she can go to school now.
And
Let's
guess
let's
what? And
yeah.
guess what? Jamal Bryant, a good friend of mine, he's doing this for the Maryland Eastern Shores here in Maryland. And if you got a 2.8 and above, they're paying for your full school books and supplies. Isn't that
Wow.
amazing?
Yeah. And what's so and how I met him, I went
Mhm.
to I saw him a little bit around on social media back then. It wasn't as prevalent. But what happened, my son
Yeah.
played against Morgan State, one of those schools up there, Morgan State in the Baltimore area.
Yeah,
And
bargain. Yep.
yeah, they played against him. So I come to the city a day two ahead of the time when basketball teams play. So
Mhm.
I wanted to go to his church, and I went to the church, Empowerment Temple, and now
Yes.
he founded that church, and now he's in Atlanta
He's in
doing
Atlanta.
big things at the church in Atlanta. So, but it's just so fun that you said that. But
Mhm.
I didn't know that situation existed, Walter, about the
Yep.
young people leaving the foster care, and now that gap in between, who picks them up? Some people just leave them on the curb.
Let me tell you, hey, Robin,
Okay,
let me tell you something, man. I'm the founding president of 100 Black Men here in Maryland, and these
right.
black boys are struggling, brother. They're struggling with sexuality. They're struggling with one parent home. Mom's
Mm-hmm,
on drugs, dad's on lockdown.
mm-hmm.
We've relocated a couple of our mentees. And you know what they say to me, Robert? They
What?
say, Mr. Kirkland, I may not make it past 21. So why does it matter? That's how bad it is, bro. That's why they're carjacking. That's why they're stealing. Good kids are stealing, Robert, because they're hungry. Think about that. You and I, we weren't hungry, were we?
Nah.
So I was on welfare. My mom cleaned white people's houses,
Yeah.
but they can't, some of them are hungry and these are good kids. So we're pulling these kids out. They're
Right.
struggling. So that's what's going on. These kind of programs that Jamal Bryant's doing we have to do that. We got to kind of reach up and pull these young people up, man, because they're struggling big time.
Man, I can't wait for you to get here. I can't, let me tell you something. I
Mhm.
know people in your area. I'm gonna come, but we're gonna come. We're just not gonna do a
Yes,
event. We gonna make this. We gonna, you know, what we're not gonna do is not talk to each other. That's my new one. What we're not gonna do is not cultivate these relationships that we're having, and because it's gonna take us to make sure we're better. So, man,
we are.
I'm just happy. I'm elated. I
I'm
can't wait.
excited.
Can you? What's your handicap? Can you play? Or you just be out?
Man, I'm an 18 handicap. I'm not that
No,
good.
that's but most people in the world are not. Most people, no. Most people in the world are worse than you are.
All right. Yeah, if you can
You,
break 100 in golf for you
you
viewers and listeners, that's pretty
yes,
good.
you're pretty good.
Yes,
Cause,
sir.
Cause the pawn shop is full of people who thought they was going golf clubs that people went. So I'm gonna buy all of this nice equipment. And then I got to tell you this one, Walter. I was at a golf
Uh,
tournament. I never forget.
yeah,
I still. It's so vivid in my memory. In my memory,
yeah,
dude got mad because he playing golf bad,
yeah.
right? And threw his golf bag off the thing in the water.
Oh no!
Yes, but guess what? He forgot his keys in his wallet.
Oh no, Robert, are you kidding me?
I'll never forget it. I ain't never want to play with him no more. Homeboy, you got some problems somewhere else that you threw this whole
Oh
golf bag
man! Oh my God,
in
that's
the
crazy,
water.
man.
Then had to go get it out because his wallet and his keys was in there. But
Oh
golf,
man.
it's such a great game. I tell you what, it reveals character.
Oh my God, Robert, let me stay right there with you, bro. People lie, they cheat, they move the ball. Come on, man. It tells a lot about that person. Because you're with them for 5 hours, Robert,
Yeah.
and as you know, you can find out if they're emotional. Because you know what golf does? It's etiquette. Like I teach these mentees, it's poise, it's consideration, it's repetition. It teaches so many parallels of life. That's why black boys and girls are getting exposed to golf. It is a
Yes.
great game. Business deals are made on the golf course. I've got 3 job offers playing golf. You meet some amazing people playing golf. So for listeners and viewers, do not sleep on golf. Whether you play or not, be around the game, take lessons, because what it will do is you have that person side by side. Robert knows this, with nature, with God, and you start talking about the birds and the bees, right, Robert?
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Oh, hey, I got to tell this story. I think I don't want to scare you, but this was in the Orlando area. I was living in Orlando,
Okay.
and Walt, Walt, we tee off. We tee it off from the hole. Hole surrounded by water. You know, it's like at Bay Hill, like the Blue Monster. You know, it's the hole. It shapes around the water. So
All right.
it's a big old alligator right there, right by the
Oh,
tee. Hold on, no. We were up high. He was down low, but I saw him because what? I'm in tune with nature. I'm watching everything out there. Well, I'm watching everything. So as we tee off and we riding down on our carts, I'm still tuned. I'm watching.
all right.
I'm watching. He rolling down with us. And I'm thinking he ain't thinking about, he couldn't be thinking about us black folks around here. I guess he ain't know. So y'all, I hit my second shot. He right there, in the water now. He not up on. Hit my second
Uh-huh.
shot on the green. Next thing you know, Walt, hold on, Walt. We go on up. Dude that came out the water and came on the green.
No. Oh,
Walt,
God.
I left that man. We were at Metro West Golf Course.
Metro West.
I left that place right there. Left that golf. We went on to the other hole, but we had to tell the clubhouse because he was so big.
Right.
He was so big. And what I did, well, I never forget this, y'all. And a long time ago, we weren't posting pictures, but I showed it to my friends. I
Mhm.
took a picture from an angle that it
Yeah.
looked like I was close to the alligator, but I was not nowhere close to him. But they took it all close to. So that's one of my favorite stories.
Love
But
it.
they captured to him. They said they had to get because he was too big. If he got in that parking lot, he could hurt or kill somebody because I think he was 12 feet. about 12 feet. He was super big, and unique story, man. That's what I love about this game of golf, man. You
Yeah.
see everything out there, so be careful. Don't go in them bushes looking for them balls. That's all I got to say, Eric Boone. But keep going.
Yeah,
One
what
of
I
my
was going
friends.
to say, what
Yeah.
I want to say for the listeners, seriously, learn the game of golf as you get older. I'm sure Robert was a baller. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of athletes, Michael Jordan, a lot
Yeah.
of people play golf. So
Mhm.
you can broker a lot of deals, have fun, and actually enjoy the game until your 90s. So that's the other
Yeah.
thing about golf, Robert, is that it's a great sport. You with nature, you got a nice course. And then you start to play against yourself and you start to work on your game, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, man, it's a great game, and thank Vernon Dean for allowing us to do this event here in Houston on the weekend of June the 4th.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be media, TV, radio.
Okay.
It's going to be a great event. We're going to have some of our mentees there.
Huh.
We might have them caddying. It's going to
Yeah.
be a great event. So I hope you guys could check out that website, make a donation, come on out, participate, do a single, do a foursome. But we really need your support this year. It's the first annual. Next year, again, as I was telling Robert, we'll have a pickleball, golf, tennis segmentation together like no one's doing for Black folks. Zena Garrison is going to help steer that. But we hope you guys can join us. It's really like 10, 15 days away. And I want to thank Robert for allowing us to talk about this.
Thanks. Oh man, the pleasure is all mine because I mean the great cause. Golf
Yeah,
is a great game. And I want to shout out to you because
yeah,
you have gotten job offers on the
yeah,
golf course.
I have.
I just said this the other day. I've
Yep.
never I never got a deal
Mm.
or an offer on the golf course. But I have some lifelong friends
Yes.
that I met through this great game of golf. Going
Hmm.
to the think about it. Now we got guys like Chris Tucker that gives
Yeah.
big events. You guys like
Yep.
Anthony Anderson that gives a
Yeah.
great big events. Guys like George Lopez, they give great big
Chris
events.
Paul is an
Chris
avid
Paul.
golfer.
Oh yes, Chris Paul. Stephen Curry. Um, these people. It's
Mm-hmm.
a great game. It's not that game y'all used to be.
No.
Man. Y'all trying to be. No, man. It's cool.
And
It's
Robert,
cool.
in
Yeah.
our event, listen up, folks. This is not a traditional golf event. This is DJ. When you walk in, you're gonna hear music. You're gonna hear Mike. You're gonna hear people walking around, paparazzi. It's
Uh-huh.
gonna be massages, food, drink. Get your swerve on. Get your drink on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Cigars. Nothing like you think is gonna be boring golf. Hit a little white ball.
Right. Yeah. And you know what I want to do? I want women to come out. I want
Yes,
more
we
women to
need
come out. You know
women.
why? Like I go to DC.
Yes.
Black women are playing. I go
Oh,
to
big time.
Atlanta. Black women, and I mean on the golf course. I mean, I'm saying two or three foursomes right behind each other. I mean, I just don't see it enough here. Not to say they don't.
And,
I just don't see it
and
enough here.
well, Robert, thank you for mentioning that. And ladies, I mean, get your gear on. I mean, we're the most fashionable people in the world, right, Robert? Get your gear on. I may not play well, but I'm always going to look good, and it's fun. Women come out in style, have fun, and
Yes.
a lot of prizes. But you're right, Robert. We need
Yeah.
more females to
Yeah.
play in the game of golf, and it's a great game for you too. You don't
Uh-huh.
have to be strong. All you have to
No.
be is flexible.
No.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Hand-eye coordination.
So, man,
Yes,
anything else you want to share with us before you get out of here?
I want to just make a comment about Jim Brown. Thank you for talking about that earlier. And by the way,
Okay.
Christy Love was a fine mama jama. I had a crush on her.
Me
Robert had her
too. Me
back in the
too.
day, man. I said I
Me
wish I
too.
could meet that lady.
Oh my goodness,
but
I know that name.
um, but Jim Brown, just to be a little serious, this guy broke a lot of color barriers in the movies, as you said. He also was a tremendous athlete, ran track,
Mhm.
football,
Lacrosse.
baseball. And lacrosse was probably one of the greatest lacrosse players, African Americans of all time, back in the 60s, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I give him a lot of credit
Mhm.
for him being a leader in civil rights. And
Yeah.
his swag, Robert, was like, yo, I don't care. This is who I am. Now, we all got, skeletons in our closet,
Yes.
personal life.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. But
Yeah.
beyond that,
Yeah.
He's still a great person.
Uh-huh.
He still changed the world as
Yeah.
we see it. God rest his soul. What a great mentor and a great legend. Forget about that personal stuff. We
Yeah.
got to focus on what's happening now.
Wow. Guess
I want to
what,
make
man?
that statement. Yes, sir.
That's awesome because I this whole week, maybe the next week, I got
Mm-hmm.
so much inside of me about this man because I've
I
studied
bet
this
you
man.
do.
I've studied this man. You know, being in the sports industry, it
Mm,
is I always to know a man, you got to look at his history. You know,
yes.
being in this business for 30 years, I've seen players, uh, 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 you know, who are on top of their game now. Some are not as well off as the
Mhm.
others, I've just watched the history, and because if you don't, if you know what, if you don't know your history, sometimes you just don't won't know who you are, and
Right.
that's what I'm watching, man, a lot with the not the Allen Iverson. Well, I can mention Allen Iverson, then I can go with the John Morant stuff. I don't think this young man know his history, the
Hmm.
history of this game, and the people that who backs that he had to be on.
And you never know, Robert. You never
Uh-huh.
know what that man is going through at the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when we make
Uh-huh.
these judgments, the
Yes.
media wants to twist it against the black man, and
Yes.
they want to emasculate us. They want to.
Right.
I won't say that bad word. They want to emasculate us. You know
Yeah, I
what I
know what you're
mean?
saying. Uh-huh.
And it's painful
Yeah.
because you never know what he was going through.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson, I've met Allen Iverson several times when he was here he used to do these softball games.
Mm-hmm.
Man of a small structure, he's not a big dude,
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal athlete, but he had some problems, with his groupies. Luckily, someone put $20 million in a trust. He's back doing good again.
Right. Right.
Bo Jackson has had some stuff with his
Right.
family. We all got stuff as black men that I
Yeah.
think other people don't deal with, Robert.
You know what?
So,
And what I love, and I'm gonna leave you with this one. What is his name? John Clark. He said something. He said,
mhm.
if you start your history with slavery,
Ooh,
everything since then looked like progress. But y'all, we had a life before that happened.
yes,
We need to go back to understand who we are
yes.
before we ever got a chance to come here. But thank you so much, Mr. Strick, man.
Mhm.
And I can't wait to, Mr. Kirkland. I can't wait to see you. When as soon as you touch down, make sure you call me.
I'll make you up.
Make sure you
Yeah.
call me, and we're gonna get together. Okay?
All right, and guys, go to that website. We hope to see you that weekend, man. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. All right, thank you,
Yes, sir.
brother.
All right, we out. Wow, that was unbelievable, man. Hey, that's the kind of stuff that I I just love being a part of. Uh, that's why I want y'all to be a part of it. That's why I tell you to share the show. But I'm gonna take a break, and uh, I want to share something with you. Uh, I want to share something with y'all. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. Hold on, let me sell some more wine. But I want to share something with y'all. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop. Hey, man. Um, just thinking about Vernon Dean and just being around people who try to, go outside of the box and see what what if everybody on this feed just went and donated something today? What if everybody that's on this feed, everybody, tell a friend, tell another friend that's on this feed, said, and just donated something to the Vernon Dean Foundation? I'm telling y'all, it's benefiting these kids. But I was thinking about uh, Walter said something today, and I'm trying to find it. I know I got it. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. But Walter said something the other day. I mean, a few minutes ago. It made me think about, if you know anything about me, I got a son that lives in New York, and I've had the uh, spent a lot of time up there visiting, and got some stuff on my head. And I rode the train before. Uh, I I rode the train before. The subway, whatever they call it, and I think it's the nastiest. I don't like it. I'd rather stay on top of the ground because when you go down there, ain't no air, and people be, urine. I mean, yeah. But now some trains are good. The certain the path and some other ones, but some of them are a little mundane. But I got to share some with y'all. Uh, wasn't gonna do it until he said something to me. I've been thinking about Jordan Neely. I don't know. He is the young brother who is dealing with homelessness and dealing with the tragedy and trauma of being unhoused and having some mental challenges, some challenge with mental health awareness. And he's on the subway, and he was doing this on the subway. Because if you go on the subway, people be belligerent all the time on the subway. But this time, I think about him a lot. And because I've been on the train in New York, and Jordan was a young brother who died on the train. He was killed on the train as a result of a passenger and several other passengers being unwilling to see his pain. Choked him to death. Uh, and being unwilling to have some empathy. He said, I'm hungry. I'm tired. I can go to jail for the rest of my life. That's what he said before they choked. This was a brother at the end of his rope. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm talking to somebody. Really struggling, and in the moment he needed empathy. And I know it can be difficult when you see people in the throes of these sort of moments. I know. If you had been on these trains before, some people get amped up, very loud and boisterous in a way that New York City transit riders, they're used to. And seeing when it comes to a physical representation of a mental health challenge that might be there. As he was going off and yelling, probably very loud, very uncomfortable, wasn't able to chill out and zone out, and they choked him, killed him. I was reminded of this poem by Adrienne Marie Brown, who wrote this poem and published it May 6th. You can see this poem on an Instagram page, right? I wanted to share this with you because it reminded me that we have to, as a society, cultivate a different way of engaging with our folks when our folks are going through what our folks be going through. And the poem is called Black Boys. I'll share it with you now. Black boys should be allowed to lose their minds, to make everyone uncomfortable, carving out a place to stand, alive in spite of what happened to their mothers. Black boys stoic and shady, hungry and houseless, grieving the sort of life that pulsed inside of them when they were sons. Black boys should be allowed to fall apart, to seek within themselves the secret flame they promised to hide, to move with grace, dancing, filling our eyes, noticing their beauty, to know their breath is enough, their lives worth intervention. Black boys, wild, worried, pressured, lift them up. Black boys seated first with inevitable heartbreak. Growing up, grow up, the confines of fear, the closest slats, the terror of being young, needing help, craving love. Black boys should be allowed to fail, to flail, to not know, to crash through one might, one to crash through one more night, one more ride. Black boys have earned the right to lose their minds and live. It can really be hard to watch us go through what we go through. Thank you, Agent Marie Brown. I get it. Especially when you are watching us go through what we go through the eyes that have been trained to see us in a way that they see us. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know the answer on that train ride. I don't know. I don't know any of us could have made the situation better. I don't know. But I do know that that brother, whatever that brother was going through, deserved the intervention that would allow his life to thrive. That brother deserved to go through whatever he's going through, driven to a point of whatever drove him there without feeling threatened. This is a difficult concept because we pride a lot on how we present. We care a lot about how we look in public. And sometimes when you see us falling apart in public, it can be easy to want to avert the eyes. It can be easy to want to avoid the challenge and the difficulties of holding space for that community member, that village member. But we ask ourselves two key questions. How does this free us as individuals? How does it heal the village? And when you are thinking about healing the village, this summer basketball community, this basketball community that's been causing so many problems, you have to be, which some great things has happened, you have to be willing to recognize that the village is unhealthy. And that shows up in ways that are discomforting. I know some of y'all don't like to hear that. It shows up as that feels bad. It shows up in ways that make us uncomfortable and make us weary or make us stressed. But that is the work. Black boys deserve to be able to fall apart in public, in private, and have somebody, a village that's there that can help them pick up those pieces. And I'm not just talking about black boys who are teenagers. I'm talking about black boys inside of our 80-year-old brothers. I'm talking about the black boys inside of our 60-year old brothers. I'm talking about the black boys inside our 13, 10, 5-year-old black friends. We deserve to be able to fall apart. Black boys deserve to be able to cry out for help. And we, the village, owe them a system, a structure, a space where those hurts and those wounds can find refuge, where they can be safely guided through the process of healing. We have to be better for ourselves because, unfortunately, nobody else is concerned with it. Black boys deserve. They have earned the right to lose their minds and lives. I am grateful that Adrienne Marie Brown, a woman, had the heart of a poet that was sensitive enough to this particular situation to be able to frame this very complicated reality in ways that really just simply bring to the basic points that we deserve to live when we are unwell. Thank you. Thank you. I had to get that out, y'all. I had to get it out. I hope I helped somebody today. Really, really, really hope. Celtics and the Heat play tonight. Heat got a chance to sweep, um, the mighty Celtics. You know, it's a unique situation, man. Can y'all hear me? If these guys get beat tonight, if the Celtics get beat tonight, don't y'all know we're gonna be 9 days without basketball? 9 days. What y'all gonna do? Especially, did y'all notice how I just took it easy on the Brunsexuals? You know, the Brun lovers. Yeah, did y'all see? Didn't I look out for them today? I didn't bust them up cry. I could have, but I forgot, y'all. Thank you, Tina. But y'all, please forgive me for this one. That man said, watch the WNBA. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Y'all, please forgive me. Because on Friday, we wasn't on the show. On Friday, last Friday, 98 years ago, an African seeker was born in Nebraska. Grenada, Georgia blood, Garvey's ghost, farm boy, good son, hoodlum, believer, prophet, husband, father, voice of our lost found nation, Omawale, martyr, saint. We, by any means necessary, happy birthday, Malcolm X. And I did not say this on Monday, and I meant to say that on Monday. And I want to repeat to the NCAA, because I think Darrell Barnes is down. NAACP. Darrell Barnes is down in Florida. Has issued a formal travel advisory for Florida, warning Black and LGBTQ people against visiting the state due to Ron DeSantis policies. Okay? Florida, they said Florida is openly hostile toward African American people and people of color. Before traveling to Florida, please understand that state of Florida devalues, marginalizes the contributions of, and the challenges faced by African Americans and other peoples of color. So I just wanted to make sure y'all knew it. It's Yeah, I had to share that with you. I had to get that. I meant to give y'all that the other day. So back, the Lakers got swept. What y'all think? What y'all think about your Lakers and the Nuggets? The Nuggets were that good. The Lakers were that bad. What do y'all think about this Anthony Davis guy? I know. I mean, y'all notice. I just, I just see. Y'all got to realize playing this game, man. We are a little bit more critical. People used to criticize us. What's up? My favorite referee is in the building. Uh, Darius, hold on. I got something for you. What the hell is going on out here? Hold up. I got you. What's going on with this, Darius? Ain't no sound. What the hell is going on? Is it this bad out here? Is it this bad out here? I got that off TikTok. Somebody sent it. Darius, talk to me. Because guys like you, Darius, I watch how you call the game. You be in command of your game. I know I haven't seen you in summer basketball, but in high school basketball, the crew you worked with the time I saw you, y'all seemed so professional. We didn't even know y'all was out there. And um, what's going on out here? Hey, Moses Mays, don't nobody want to hear about no dude that make $40,000 a year talking about he playing out of damn position. Don't come on this show. The Chop Shop ain't for that. So good. I don't want to hear just because he's from Chicago and you from Chicago, you ain't finna take him talking about he playing out of position. Basketball is positionless now. You can play anywhere. Joker playing out of position. Everybody playing out of position. Don't go there, man. Please. Let me show y'all just to let y'all know AD is out of position. His ass on the floor. You didn't say he was out of position when he scored the 40. See, y'all, this kind of stuff that makes me sick. Yo, he's out of position. I can't stand them people telling me he's out of position. Now, I like this one. Softest baby. I call it softest Dr. Cotton. He's sometime. He one of them dudes. Man, come on, man. Let's go hoop. Let's go hoop. Man, I ain't hoop. Man, I got to go to my girl house, man. And we got some dudes in the neighborhood busting out tail down the street. I got he one of them. I might be wrong, but don't come on this show and talk about he was out of position. No, he scored that 40. He was in position. When he was dunking on Louis, what position he was playing when he was dunking on Looney? What position? Where you at, Moses Mays? What position he was playing when he was dunking on Looney? And dunking on Mitchell Wickens and Draymond. What position is he playing in? But I told y'all the other day, I tried to tell y'all, because let me tell you something. Nicola, I ain't got, I'm composed. I'm just trying to, this is how I do my show. You might run your business a certain way. This is how I do my show. I'm very composed. I'm just trying to figure out why you put that mess on there. Anthony Davis? Man, get out of here. All I'm sitting there thinking about. Y'all should have just let Stephon them win, man. If y'all gonna go and not win a game. Listen, I didn't mean it literally. That I said, y'all remember me? Yeah, Andrew Wiggins, yeah. Y'all remember when I came on the show and said, and I was wrong, I hope the Lakers don't win another game. I didn't mean it literally. Yo, they didn't win another game. Shout out to the because somebody said it, the AAU is an easy target for most posts. What should be celebrated is every weekend thousands of men, women sacrifice for the youth. Yes, we know it's not perfect, but celebrate these people who sacrifice their time. Even the guy who just fought the referee. I didn't mean to say that, Mindy. Hold up. Hey, this for you. Hold up, Moses, I got something for you. I ain't got to say nothing to you. I got Carrie home for me. And Kelvin Solomon, I don't like it. Kelvin Solomon, you tried to weasel out of this too. I saw one of the posts you had. I just can't remember the post. Yeah, y'all, hey man, y'all ought to be glad they got past Steph. I wouldn't have never in a million years thought they would have beat Golden State. I'm serious. I really didn't have no faith in y'all. I remember somebody used to come on here every day telling me, oh, Eric Bowen, somebody, why, Robert, why didn't you talk about the Lakers? I was talking about the Lakers. I said, well, I'm talking about a team that's in 14th place. And then it kept moving up. Then Chris Walker, you know, he called me whining. He called me whining this morning. LeBron James 40 points, Robert. He ain't worried about no LeBron James. Hold up, y'all. Hey, Slim. Chris Walker ain't worried about nobody LeBron James. That man got to talking crazy to me because the Lakers got swell. He was mad. I told y'all I apologize to Joker. Sir, I did not know. Somebody send this to him. I'm going to chip it in. I did not know you was that good, Joker. Joker, I should have known. Joker, I should have watched you when you got your first MVP. I did. Joker, I should have known when you got your second straight MVP. And I did. Joker, I should have known when they had to put all this rhetoric out about you getting the MVP for the 3 years in a row and you ain't never won that. I should have known. I'm sorry. I apologize. Dude, I saw some stuff that you be doing. I did not. Have y'all ever, hey, if y'all tape the game, do me a favor and watch him when he passed the ball and go and move and cut and move and going back, positioning his body to get it back again. He working the hell out of whoever guard him every time. You just can't stand there and guard the Joker. He gonna move you around. The worst person you want to ever see on the basketball court is a guy who always moving. I couldn't stand him. Joker, I apologize, man. Man, I did not know you were that good. Come on, y'all. He said, I should have taken the bet based on Hatter's hopes. No, don't take that bet. Don't take that bet. No, I wanted, Michael, I got to go 9 days watching the WNBA. 9 days. Mike Jordan, I don't like that. Shout out to all the seniors at the Legacy School of Sports and Sciences. They're taking their finals today in Professor V's class. Shout out to them. Hold on. How? No, I didn't say nothing. He called me. Chris Walker, I promise y'all, I did not call him. I can show y'all the call log. He called me and he just defending LeBron. LeBron. Boy, them folk love that dude right there. Good God. Y'all remember when I told y'all this story? Told y'all this story about I was giving y'all some history about what happened pre-draft with Penny and the problems that we were arising. I wanted to get him close to Shaq, got him in the movie Blue Chips, but we had another problem. And I mentioned one time, I got, let me see, the Joker showed up. I got to tell y'all the story. With Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves. Let's see how Austin Reeves play away from the Lakers. I'm not finna say he the real deal yet. On that team right there, because I've seen this stuff happen before. I've seen people change and go to different teams. Yeah, Eric Bowens, it's all right, baby. I ain't talking about you too much because you ain't came on here clowning. Uh, but I'm gonna get to this story. I'm gonna show y'all something that I found. Had to watch some baseball. I'm not watching no sorry ass baseball. Rod Wells, I told you about that. Hey, I watched some baseball. Hold up, Rod Wells. I watched some baseball. This is what I watched.
We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum and Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum and Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. We had a
Rod Wells. I don't want to watch no damn baseball. I'm trying to get over this trauma right now. I'm trying to get over this trauma right now. Yeah, I'm wrong. Many say I'm wrong. Yeah. But Rod Wells, thank you, man. Thank you, Sonya. He said it. I ain't watching no baseball right now. I'm talking about the joke. But y'all, I was trying to tell y'all something, right? See, I don't know if you ever, I told this story. It was all on the, on Sports Illustrated. Penny Hardaway, he was a prop 48. He wasn't, he didn't have the, the grades to get in a major university. So he had to set out a year. So during the time he was setting out, he was with one of his friends that, and his friend was robbed, and they robbed him. And Penny was with him, and the guy shot back, and everybody out there, the bullet ricocheted off the curve and hit Penny in the foot. The only basketball player out there, the only person out there that can make millions with his feet. That's where the bullet went. Right? Check this out. So they know about that. Every team asks me about that. Okay? What's up with this guy that he's hanging with? What's up with Don Nelson? I love him because he had her. You got to get out in front of this, son. It's hurting you. He's hurting your boy. So when I got left, because we went out there, he worked out against Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway, don't tell Penn I told you. Tim Hardaway told him a new one. I'm just telling you, Tim Hardaway was not playing no games in that workout. I'll never forget that. I knew the hotel I stayed at, everything. But check this out, y'all. Y'all remember I went, one of my friends was the sheriff deputy. Okay? So I went, I said, Randy, man, I'm having problems, man. My boy gonna drop. Cause everybody asking me about this, and they know about it. They know about it. So what I did, Kelton, Randy said, look, Rob, we just had a whole lot of money we seized from this big drug raid, and we trying to find some stuff, positive things to do with it. I said, so what can we do with it? So we got to talking. We came up with this campaign, and the campaign was Name of it was called Be Smart, Stay Clean, and Keep the Dream, like Penny Hardaway. Be smart, stay clean, and keep the dream. This is what I came up with Randy, because I had to do something. So when we finished the campaign, some things happened. I sent a life-size poster of the campaign with Penny in the jersey. You're gonna see, I'm gonna show you the video in a second. To every team, the top teams. I wasn't worried about the team that we want. All the top teams. Sent it with this packet. And because they didn't know him. So this is what I had to do. In other words, y'all heard about that. Wait a minute. Y'all heard what the social structure think about, Penny. This is what the governance structure, how we see Penny. Watch this.
And in life, we have to be prepared. Be smart! We have to work hard. And we have to use our head. Stay clean! And that means staying away from drugs and the things that can pull us down. Be smart! Stay clean! And keep the dream! Be smart, stay clean, and keep the dream. I gotta make that shot. And in life.
Partnered with the sheriff department. Guess what, y'all? It was such an amazing accomplishment in the city of Memphis that it reduced the crime down so significant that Bill Clinton, who was the president, came down to give Penny acknowledgement and an award. So guess what? It worked. Y'all don't understand. I was nervous than a hooker in church when I left Oakland. It's a long plane ride. All I was thinking about, Sonya. All I was thinking about, Alfia. My guy gonna drop if we don't do nothing about it. John Morant. That's why I always talk about it. Because his stock gonna drop. If don't nobody be proactive and do something about it. You follow me? See, it's easy being representing a player when everything is cool. It's easy. It's easy. Wait a minute. What I got? It's easy. Now, some work need to be involved. And it ain't just going away. Can't nobody see you. Now, you got to do the work. It's the hard part. Somebody got to figure out something to put this young man in a better light. I just gave you an example. I didn't even think about this until somebody sent it to me today. We had a problem, so we had to fix it. So I was thinking about y'all again the other day, because I was talking about reading a lot, and our kids are not reading across the board. And telling you I'm reading this book called Stolen Focus. And, our kids are not reading, and our adults are not reading that much. I think that there was a study that say we spend 17 minutes a day reading. And you know what, Sonya? Everybody been asking me about, because I've been trying to write a book for a while, Sonya. But Sonya, you know what my problem is? I'm not going to spend all. I'd rather leave it and archive it so people can go than to just spend all this time and resources putting this book together and people don't read, because I'm finding the study people not reading. how we read now, because the screens, we're really reading transactionally now. We're not using our full capacity to read no more, to digest and remember to focus. That's in this book, Stolen Focus. Like I said, 100 years from now, it might be a problem. As a person who is working on a book, like I said, I am thinking about, I might have to write my book, write differently, because there is there's an audience that's not ready for what I'm putting on paper. Why write a book and ain't nobody gonna read it? I got to figure out how to read it, and just give tweets to y'all, because y'all reading them. You follow me? But Tina, I'm gonna write the book. But Tina, I'm just trying to figure out, how do I get it to the people? Not to just sit on the desk, got a million books sitting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to buy. Listen, I ain't trying to write no book for y'all not to buy, Paul Miranda. I ain't trying to write no book to say I'm important. I got some information that everybody ain't lived this life out there. Ain't nobody lived Paul Miranda's life. Ain't nobody lived. Tina got a unique footprint on how her life is lived. No. I'm talking about how I'm gonna write my book. Maybe I need to send it out in short verses. In short, you follow me? Because people not reading. I told you, y'all not reading for 17 minutes a day. That's you, Paul Miranda. I want millions to sell it. I don't want, like I tell y'all want me to shut a show. How in the hell you gonna buy the book? Not you, Paul. They ain't listening on audio either, man. Talk about, what about audio? But even y'all, the reading of newspaper. I love Jimmy. Jimmy talking about he's old fashioned. He get the paper and he read, he get the whole paper and read the sports page. We don't actually read the newspaper anymore. Neither do I. I got the New York Times and other stuff that I sent down. I got all of that kind of stuff. But it made me think about me. See, when you're watching the paper, I don't know if y'all knew this. The news is laid out for you to have a deeper understanding of things. The way you go. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. I see somebody. I heard somebody outside in my yard. But hold up. Let me get back to what I'm doing. See, the way you go from one article to the next, it's laid out that way. I don't know if y'all know that. It's not just headlines and scrolling. There's a story arc in a newspaper. Then you open this page and go here. They laying it out the right way that can only be discovered through the pages, right? The heavily curated way of which we are getting this fire hose of information called news is also insidious if you think about who is making this decision. Notice I say a fire hose of news. All the news coming in this one little fire hose. Watch my teachers over there. Teachers. I'm talking to y'all, teachers. It's not about just the feel of the paper or the magic of reading a book. It's not about the pages. It's the relationship with your brain, with your soul, with yourself, with these words. It's a relationship that I can be able to come. We have been so disconnected through the screen. This thing is a bad boy. That Steve Jobs got me. The screen ain't no joke. I've been doing the screen for so long, I forgot the magic of reading a newspaper. It's not, like I said, it's not about the feel of the pain. What we have been so disconnected, y'all, through this screen that our brains are not functioning well. I'm looking at studies, talking to doctors. We are raising a generation or a nation of people who don't deeply think, aren't in tune with themselves. Robert, you talk about me. No, you talk about me too. Because we're not wired that way. How do we function? There's a word gap because communication is everything. We don't communicate no more. We text. This is how we solve problems. This is how we build community through communication. But we can't solve problems. We can't build community because we're not communicating, because we're texting. Even in this space, the Chop Shop never missed a day through the pandemic, y'all. Never. When I think about the stolen focus and I think about how we have allowed curators, you know, that people just show you what people, and it's all about capitalism. We need to be on this screen, y'all, because we need to consume. You got to be on Amazon and buy stuff. I know somebody just, man, I told a person, my barber, I said, man, I've never ordered nothing from Amazon. He couldn't believe it. He said, man, I order something almost every day. Robert had never ordered from Amazon. I don't have Amazon Prime. I ain't never ordered. I like to see my stuff and get it. I can't wait. You have to go to the TV. You got all these TVs in your house because they're commercials. They're selling you TVs. They're selling the TVs cheap so you can see the commercials. Because if you stop looking at stuff, you stop on these screens, if you sleep one more hour, part of the economy probably would collapse if you don't order another Amazon. Part of the profit margin would decrease. But the banks, y'all, are doing better now. Remember the banks collapsed? We bailed the banks out. The first quarter this year, I'm just giving y'all some stuff. They made more money. I thought the banks were getting ready to collapse. And that's what they were saying. You know, this first quarter just passed by. No. That was for show. If we were to come off that, if we was to come off of this, come off of what we own now, every second would impact the profit margin. I'm always like, what's next? And I ask myself this question. What if we all slept more, read more, stopped shopping because that's what they wanted us to do? What impact that would have on our individual communities? Because it always comes back to us, right? We think we are free, but we are all in the matrix. I used to didn't understand that. What would happen if we wasn't always reacting to everything? Because we are actually sitting and processing and thinking deeply and reading and having our souls awakening when we are forced to be still, like the pandemic. I can't tell you how many people were in these conversations during the pandemic because they didn't have nowhere to go. They was all over this thing. Who were those people? don't really worry about them no more as volume. But the people that are here are the people that are influencing people. Let me tell y'all something. I was just thinking about Jim Brown. Think about Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was telling a joke. He was on dope so bad. Pam Grier was his girlfriend. They were having sex and whatever. Pam Grier went to the doctor. And the doctor said, Pam Grier, you got to lay off of this cocaine, these drugs. She said, I don't do that. Doctor's like, sure. But she was with a man that consumed so much. Passed through him to her. Jim Brown. Rich was just in the house because he had so much money. About to kill himself. And Jim Brown came in and said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? We just hope in our life we have somebody when we going, when we doing too much, somebody would tell us, Alpha, yo, what you gonna do? Before I get out of here, shout out to Dylan Campbell, product of Houston Straight Jesuits. He swings his way into UT's baseball record books. If y'all remember me talking about this young kid a couple of years ago, I know it's for parents. He was one of the first, like 2 or 3 years ago, Texas was starting 3 black freshmen, something like that, a few freshmen. But Dylan Campbell knew where he wanted to be. He just didn't know where he'd end up. He said he knew he'd end up at the University of Texas. Young man from our community, from people that we know. He in the record books. He got a hidden streak with the Texas Longhorns. 33 game. He riding a 33 game hidden streak. Shout out to him. But before I get out of here, but let me tell y'all something. It's Women Rock Wednesday tomorrow. You know I got something else. So I'm gonna continue Jim Brown today. I didn't want to continue today. I just want to give you a little bit every day. Cause I got some, yeah. I mean, he just touched so many lives, and you're gonna see how a lot of this stuff weaves in. We're gonna talk about Sam Cooke, and we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about everything. But Boston Celtics, wondering if they're gonna get swept tonight. We'll see. I think this is the first time in history that. If this happened, that the 2 teams have been swept in the in the conference finals. So, but we'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, shout out to the Bernadine Foundation. Shout out to Walter Kirkland. June 5th, ladies and gentlemen, mark down your calendars. June 5th. We're gonna have a party. Okay, talk to you later. I'm out of here. Chop Shop. Bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.